Alright, so hello everyone. Welcome to some more Star Citizen. Oh jeez. This is a post-commentary thing. I don't know. I just wanted to get some B-roll from 319, more than anything. But I figured I may as well do some sort of video. I don't know, it's been a while. Obviously 318 was it's been 30 seconds. 318 was a huge shit show. I couldn't play 318 for a month until 318.2 released, pretty much. And then they released, and then they did Xenothreat, which was horrible with the state of the game then. And the state of the game, it was actually, I don't know, it was very interesting. My experience with 319, I know some people still aren't able to log into the game, which sucks, and needs to be fixed, because, like, I don't know, if I couldn't have played 319, I would be absolutely furious. Like, it might be an alpha, sure, but if I cannot play the game, if I cannot test the game on live, then, like, what is even the point? But I digress. There's also a bit of flickering, or a bit of, not stuttering, but, rapid loading and unloading of assets, that happened, when I was on this server. I think maybe I've seen it a little bit, but that is just for, like, first few things. So for one thing, sorry, I have, like, how long is this clip here? Not clip, an hour and, like, 35 minutes or something. I might edit that down, but I'm not gonna commentate an entire movie worth of Star Citizen content. But I don't know, longer form stuff, I'm just gonna have the game play out. I didn't record audio for some of this, so, and luckily I didn't record audio for, like, the first few things, so I'll commentate over this. Anyways, yeah, and this is pretty much just going to be, FPS footage with a little bit of dogfighting. So, yeah. Let's see. I don't know. There's not much to say really with the FPS AI. There's a timestamp of exactly when, but it was actually, like, the best time I've seen the AI, and I wasn't on. I don't think I was on a server by myself, but the contact list wouldn't load, so I thought I was in a server by myself, but I know I wasn't, because I at one point saw somebody taking off from Area 18. But yeah, let's see, but yeah, so I mean, you know, the AI, you know, it's really nothing to write home about, especially now. But I actually did, I didn't die, but I actually took damage and was able to, like, you know, or I was able to take damage, heal, get back into the fight with AI that, you know, and, I don't know, that's not now, obviously. Now I'm just, looting corpses and throwing stuff into the abyss. This is also 319.0, not 319.1, on live, so, they haven't done the, long-term persistence update yet. It's actually kinda funny. I think I didn't really show it here, but, so I was playing with a friend. Oh god, yeah, no. I was playing with a friend, and it was actually a really good time. We did a bunker mission, and he didn't understand that the microtech guards, you weren't supposed to shoot the microtech guards. I thought he explained it, but clearly not well enough. But that was fun. But yeah, I did actually have, like, my chest armor, or this armor that I have now. Well, okay, I'm sorry. So he logged off, and then I tried to, we were doing stuff in the Corsair. I went to do stuff in the Reliant, and, when I left the spaceport, I hit an invisible ship or something, and I blew up. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one to have had that problem. So there were some shenanigans. I lost, I think oh no. Yeah, I was just like, screw it, whatever. I'm not gonna, like, pull armor out. I might die pulling out of the spaceport, so whatever. So the armor, I picked up, the chest piece and the helmet off of a Microtech security guard, and there was one point where I logged in, and the chest piece and the helmet were gone, because it has to go because it doesn't create, in 319.0, it doesn't create a long-term persistence record if you just equip it. It has to go into, I think, definitely, it'll definitely create a record if it goes into your, like, home base local inventory, and maybe any local inventory, I'm not sure. And I think also your ship, but I'm not 100% sure. And I think in 319.1, that's not going to be a problem. It's going to just make it, I believe. Yeah, it was a fun experience, just suddenly not having a chest piece and a helmet. Luckily, I had read all about the LTP stuff, so I got up and realized I didn't have a chest piece, and a helmet. But yeah, I don't know. The game has been running decently well for me. I think there's one particular part with a shotgun, where I get an R97 and have some fun with that. One particular bunker where everybody just, oh god, I'm sorry, like, there's, yeah, no, it's a little ridiculous. Oh, and I 30k'd here, right. Oh yeah, and this is a new server next day. It's actually kind of amazing. I swear to you, I think I was playing this Saturday. Oh, also, use the internal, the drawers and the cabinets and the storage spaces on your ship, because I wasn't able to take everything, because my home location was Area 18, but for Invictus I went to Microtech because I knew it was going to be too crazy in Area 18 or ArcCorp. So I went to Microtech, did a bunch of stuff. All the stuff that had accumulated at Microtech, I wasn't able to fit in my Corsair, so I had to put stuff in the storage. It helped quite a bit. I think I only needed to use barely 3 of the things. Anyways, oh shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and here's there's oh god, one of the things I still absolutely hate about the game is how some of the armor is just how they sell the armors, you'll find the dark red Orc Mark V at, I think actually you'll find it at, I want to say Port Tressler. It might not be Port Tressler, but I think it is Port Tressler. Either that or Mike L1 or L2. But you're not going to find Orc Mark V dark red arms or leg pieces. Maybe one of them, but you know what I mean. And it's why is this a thing? And it's I don't know. It's just, God, it's just, they did change around some of the store inventories, a few patches ago. And they didn't make that a thing. So, so whatever it is, it's absolutely intentional. It's, God, that being said, I think they added I think they have added a few sort of unique art outfits, like the Defiance Firestarter helmet. I think it's Port Tressler, and it's obviously like dark red. I didn't really do much of a fashion citizen thing here because oh yeah, but no, I definitely wanted to get a screenshot of this. I don't know if I'm gonna use this for the thumbnail or not, but oh, what a transition me. But yeah, oh, I will say, one of the things I really want to see more of, and I think this is not a, a lot of people have had this sort of problem. Service beacons, the combat service beacons, where there's just an NPC and they call for help. In my experience, and it's actually kind of interesting. I don't know if they added them. I think they added them in 3.17. And 3.17 PTU, it was good. They showed up pretty well. I was probably only testing it around RCorp, but they showed up pretty decently. Sometimes you would get, like, you'd be in RCorp and you'd get one that, was in Microtech, or something. And it's like, yeah, okay. In live, I think pretty much all the time, it would never be, if I was in RCorp, it would never be in RCorp. It was always going to be in Hurston or Microtech. I think Hurston or Microtech. I'm not 100% sure, because they don't actually tell you a location, they just tell you a distance, which, at least I don't know the distance between, the rough distance between any point in RCorp, around RCorp, and any point around Hurston / Microtech / Crusader. But yeah, I've seen like a few of them, but even now though, it's like usually there's like 4 or something that'll show up. Now there's like nothing that shows up, and there's a lot of times where like even just regular mercenary missions won't pop up, and it's like, what? So I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I also I definitely want to mention something about, AI. I don't know, I was like thinking of like, oh, what am I going to talk about before this, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I just obviously want to mention that I'm really excited for, the Inside Star Citizen this week, because it's talking about the Arena Commander updates, specifically to the Star Marine, the FPS side of things, which is super exciting, because I don't know, there's no reason to necessarily get excited over a thing they haven't said, but like, I don't know, AI bots for FPS in like single player, that would be the absolute goddamn best thing. Cause yeah, I mean, like, the AI in these missions is pretty much derpy at the best of times, and, they are reworking the AI, they're building the AI from the ground up, both ground FPS AI and space dogfighting AI. But yeah. Also, I mean, 320s, like, at the earliest, like, the PTU is going to be released during CitizenCon, almost certainly, or right after CitizenCon, or maybe right before CitizenCon, but, probably right at CitizenCon. That's a thing they've done and have done for a while. Who is this? Oh, yeah. We're coming up to the shotgun fun part. I want to just end the commentary and just leave you with the rest of it. I don't know how YouTube likes, like, super long form videos. I don't know how they'll like a literal just a movie, but, But yeah. Oh, also, I don't know if that's armor or it presumably is. I don't know why it would be the head. I mean, the helmet doesn't have like, eye holes to start with, so it would be a strange thing if but that is super annoying, and it does it is the what? No, it can't be the armor. It has to be like I don't know. I don't know exact helmet. I don't know. But yeah. Let's see. There's some real fun moments with the R97 here. Let me tell you. I love it. I absolutely love it. Just because, I don't know. It's a shotgun. It's fun. And it shoots fast, which, I mean, what more could you ask for? But it's also, it just doesn't really do that much damage. Never mind that, like, it has a buckshot and a slug mode, or whatever they want to call it. And it's not a buckshot and slug mode. They do the same thing. As far as I can tell, anyway. Oh yeah. I remember that being a little bit more glorious, but... I don't know. I think the benefit to shotguns is that they have that, like, cartoonish knockdown, which it might not kill the enemy, but and also I say that, and that was absolutely no knockback. But sometimes they can have that sort of cartoonish knockback, and that's fun. But also, well, in this one, I shoot somebody with one shot from a shotgun at pretty close range. I assume they're dead, and they get back up. So, and shoot me. Luckily, spoilers, I guess. Oh, I also, I don't think this happens here, but, the Corsair, I think they might have fixed this for 19.1, but, the Corsair, be very careful, because if you lose one VTOL engine, the ship will not know how to correct for that, and so if you lose the left engine, the left VTOL engine, and I think I think right here what's going on is some ridiculous bullshit which is probably exactly the VTOL thing. Although it looks like the VTOLs are okay. Like, I am trying to turn left as much as possible, and I just keep turning right. I don't know. There's something with the Corsair can be slightly messed up. It's a really cool ship, and I do like it. I do absolutely love it, but, yeah. Not as much as the Reliant, though. The Reliant's still my baby, but... It also wouldn't be my ship. It wouldn't be one of my ships if it didn't have some sort of strange problems with handling and or having some sort of wing transformation thing. But yeah, no, it's like, if you want to go forward, if you lose one of the VTOLs, you have to, like, if you want to go forward, you have to engage VTOLs so they're, up and down, or, or they're providing upward thrust instead of forward thrust, and just deal with not having as much forward thrust. Because if you lose the left thruster, you're just gonna go left, because it's just gonna be, pushing you more from the right, and just give you that bit of rotation, and a good damn bit of rotation. So it's is ever so slightly annoying. But yeah, I'll also say the end of, I'm probably gonna edit some of this stuff down. But the last clips in this are me doing a mission where I get the delivery missions, the derelict outpost delivery mission, and then a like the investigate wreckage claim mission, and you know, there's some ground AI at both of those, and I will tell you what, in both cases, my ship gets destroyed. Well, the first time my ship gets destroyed because of a bug, or I'm pretty sure bug. It didn't look like it got blown up by anybody. So, it got blown up by a bug, and then I waited around because I had killed all of the AI, so I waited for reinforcements to show up, in a Cutlass. I got on the Cutlass, killed the reinforcements. They were just sitting in chairs, they accepted their fate. Yeah. And then I used that, Cutlass to finish the mission and go to the wreckage claim, which, there were some AI, and they reinforced, except they didn't actually reinforce. A Cutlass just showed up, shot my ship. They didn't blow up the other two ships from people who tried the puzzles and failed, I guess, or maybe 30k'd, I don't know. And yeah, sorry, I'm trying to remember, I think Almas Zoltan, I think, was the Pisces, the owner of the Pisces, that meant I didn't have to backspace and respawn and do all that jazz, so thank you. I probably should have, like, forwarded them some credits, but I didn't. But my ever so eternal gratitude is long as the game allows it to persist. I think I'll stick around for this. I also really liked, so in the past, the 890 missions, you know, they would bug out, right? They'd bug out, but they would have the hangar would be open and the 300 sometimes would be inside. But as of late, I thought there was a glass railing there, which is why I sort of hesitated to shoot, but clearly it wasn't, so... but yeah. And, you know, I would always take my Reliant and land in the hangar and use that. And, you know, it was a good time. It was great. It was absolutely great. And now that's not a thing. And I feel like it's a missed opportunity. Like, I'm okay with it not always, right? I'm okay with it not always, spawning. Or I'd be okay if it did sometimes spawn the 300 in the hangar and the hangar was closed. Absolutely fine, whatever. But yeah. Also, of course, some point it would also probably be nice if there was, like, boarding ships attached to the 890. I don't know. Maybe just one. Or, you know, maybe, like, a boarding ship in the hangar. I don't know. I don't know if the, what the hell is the thing called? I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head now. Hold on, what is that ship called? Because I think well, it's funny, I was watching Salty Mike do a react to the Invictus, like, ship talk thing, where the dude forgot what this ship was called. And it's like, okay, for one thing, maybe he forgot because they don't have any like plans to make it in the near future. But also maybe because there's a lot of names like Liberator, Gladiator, Gladius, Legionnaire, the Legionnaire. There's a lot of things that but actually, yeah, so what is the technical, what's the supposed size of this thing? Is this, oh, this thing might be like specifications. Size small. Okay, let me just see here. I think let's just find specifically the 300. Just I know, like look at a few other things. 300 is also small, although I'm pretty sure the size is supposed to be extra small. Anyway, fun shenanigans there. Oh, have I died yet? I suppose I have. Looks like I have. Oh yeah, definitely have. Yeah, that was an experience. That was an experience. Will the Legionnaire be able to fit inside the 890? I don't know. There's a lot of things I could talk about for Star Citizen. I want to see, like, speaking of like the 890, I think I legit want to see an 825A. A lot of people have memed it out. Just an 890 with a giant ass gun on it. I think actually, like, if you replaced all of the luxury stuff and made it more of like a bounty hunting or like a corporate security ship, so instead of the pool, it was like a holding cells area, and instead of like the fancy dining room board meeting area, if it was more like a array of control room for turrets, like this entire area that I'm in right now. Also, and obviously added more turrets, and yeah, I think I don't know. That seems like it would be a really cool ass ship to me. I would love it. Although, I don't know. In all fairness, it seems like this would be a really big room for you would have a lot of potential space for turrets. I don't think you can even shove that many turrets on this thing. You could, but in a way that Origin would approve of. I don't know. But yeah, no, that's definitely one ship I really want to see. I'm also really excited. I cut out a lot of the looting here because, I mean, legit, like, the video, and I'm probably going to edit it down a little bit, but like, we're talking, this thing is like an hour and 35 minutes, right now. If I had included the looting thing, it would be 6 hours. So, and I don't know. So I also want to do like Star Citizen discussion things, with just B-roll and me talking about random stuff, kind of like what I'm doing now. But like, I definitely want to also see, like, one thing for looting, I want to see just being able to pick up, like, instead of having to individually take things out of those crates that are obviously, like, sized so that you can pick them up, just being able to pick those things up. Like, I think, I don't know, but I think, they genuinely don't allow you to right now, just because they don't have animations for it. That's my, and like, I don't have any like proof of that or any real reason to believe that, other than just that seems like a thing they would do. Because, like, I don't know, like, being able to pick up any of the 1/8 SCU containers, like, that's, or something that's, like, a similar size, but at least in, you know, the sort of width and length dimensions. But, like, you know, something that's, like, twice as long, but half the height, something like a rifle case or a guitar case or, you know, a footlocker. Those things would require a different animation, or they would really look really silly. So, I don't know. But, I don't know, I think, like, I feel like that is, like, eventually gonna have to be a thing, because, like, I would assume that when you're, like, looting stuff from, like, a Microtech or a Blackjack, bunker, they probably don't like it. They probably don't like it when you, loot stuff from them, and they'll probably get mad at you and possibly, you know, shoot you and arrest you, for stealing corporate property. I would imagine. And of course, it's not going to be a problem when you're, it's not going to be a problem when you're, like, you know, raiding pirate bunkers, but I don't know. It also seems like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, you've got a little bit more incentive to do things quickly with a pirate bunker, because, I don't know. They probably don't just infinitely spawn, but I feel like they could infinitely spawn. So, you know. So, just having a thing to, like, because, like, really, the only, I don't know, because it really sucks when it's, like, the looting, the part where you are taking things from the elevator is come back up, and you just have a bunch of stuff on the elevator, and you have to transport that stuff to your ship, and you have to do several trips back and forth, you know, with either weapons on your back, tractor beaming, corpses, or, you know, pieces of armor, or whatever. It would be so much nicer if you could just have, if you could just put them in containers. And I know you can buy the 1/8 SCU boxes, but those can't fit a lot of things. And if we had those containers, and even if we couldn't pick up the loot containers, or the containers they were in, but we could buy containers sized like that, you know? But it would also be a stealth thing where, like, you're not gonna, like, I don't know, like, again, if you're, like, either, like, if you're carrying a footlocker with armor in it, then the guards are gonna see you, and they're gonna get mad at you for stealing stuff, and the pirates are gonna hear stuff and be mad because you're trespassing in their base. You know, so, yeah. I think this might be, like, this might be the instance of, like, when I had a really good bout of, FPS. I think it might be this or the next one. 'Cause, I think they were both actually fairly okay. No, I think it was the second one. I think I just derped and I didn't pick up ammo for my salvo, because I think I have a salvo. I'm staring at the space where it should be, but the render, or the proxy render, is too low res for me to really tell. I think if I don't have a salvo on me, it's a really sad day. Let's just leave it at that. That was not particularly great FPS action. Oh, but that was, well, okay, I mean, that was, okay, that looked cool from my perspective, although the AI was pathetic. We're just like, yeah, oh geez, that was cool. Oh, you know what? I also, oh god, I think I had one like huge derp, right? Also with the multi-tool med beam, because I thought it didn't work, and there was probably a time where there was a time where like it wouldn't, like you would hit B and it wouldn't go into, or it wouldn't, like go into like the self-care status. It wouldn't be the, you wouldn't be able to switch modes to target yourself. But I think I just didn't equip the like the med gun ammo. I think I just didn't equip that, and that was like, I don't know if that was a problem in like 3.15 or 3.16, and then they fixed it in the next patch. I just never equipped the med gun ammo, and so it never worked because it just didn't have any ammo. But yeah, and I found that out in maybe not this bunker, but I think the bunker after. Also, I'm using the gallant again. Dude, I so wish we had more FPS, more of a focus on FPS. Not a focus on FPS, but like just like it's been like I think the last time we got an FPS weapon. Oh Jesus. Okay, let me look this up actually, because I'm pretty sure Star Citizen Wiki lightning bolts, because the new weapon that the newest weapon we've gotten, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, was the lightning bolt guns, the Atscav and the Uberev. Is that true? Introduced in 3.10? Hold on, let me see. Okay. Let me just look this up, because I think that's the latest one, but I think maybe the C-54 was the latest one. That could be. Introduced, C-54 SMG introduced in 3.10. Okay, let me just go through the list here. So, the last time we had an update to FPS weapons, 3.10? GP33 introduced in 3.11. 3.11. I think the FS9 was pretty late. It was pretty recent. It was fairly recent. Alpha 3.12. Okay. So when was Alpha 3.12? Oh god, it was December of 2020? Oh Jesus Christ. I probably am forgetting something, but we haven't had a new FPS weapon in like, I mean, at this point, 2.5 years? God damn it. So like, oh my god, dude. I'm probably forgetting something. Oh, and the Gemini AO3. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see. Hold on, I guess let me, hold on. I've got thoughts on this. Also, I don't know. Sorry, why is this not a... Sorry, I'm just trying to find, since 313, okay. Star Citizen Wiki, it doesn't look like there's a... here. Okay. It doesn't look like there's a really easy way to... I guess Star Citizen Alpha. I can't look up Alpha 313. Let's just make sure, right? Yeah, so in terms of... Now, I know, I think 3.14 or 15... Gameplay. Yeah, I think it was 3.15 where they added the medical stuff. Maybe... Yeah. And technically, like, that's new med stuff, but the last time was... what? Yeah, it was 3.12? the December patch for 2020. Yeah. So, like, it just feels like really, like, seriously, we haven't had, like, and they have, they talked about Vault weapons. They've talked about Vault weapons. And they've teased the Vault weapons. They've shown people working on the Vault weapons. And it's just like, and I know, like, it's probably with Squadron 42, and it'll be released at some point, and it'll probably be released in a good state that I have no idea what, you know, I have no idea what that looks like right now. You know, and I'm sure we'll probably get some other weapons popping up as well, the P8AR, certainly. But, you know, well, that'll probably only show up when Squadron 42 actually drops. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something. But yeah, I don't know, I don't want to get too, conspiracy theorist here. I don't know why I wanted to say that. I mean, I don't know, there's stuff about, like, Squadron 42. There's some, like, hints that, like... I don't know, there's a lot of people right now speculating that Squadron 42 is gonna be announced to be released in, next year. I don't know. It could be next year. It could be. They'll probably make an announcement of wanting to release Squadron 42 at CitizenCon. That's what I'm imagining. But also, I don't know. Is it going to be... are they going to set it as a release date of 2024 or 2025? I think that's a legit question. I'm almost wondering if I should actually split this up. I mean, I've been just talking and chilling for, you know, 44 minutes, just about. So I don't know. I could split this up into something and just have, hey, by the way, because 3.19.1's coming out, but it'd be a little bit weird to have 3.19 footage in a 3.19.1 video, but because I'm probably gonna record more. But yeah. What else? Because yeah, I think yes, this was the really good bout of FPS AI, and you know what? I will say, yeah, you know, I don't know. I really don't like doing super long form videos, so like having a literal movie, having a short movie, is not necessarily what I want to do. So, but yeah, I definitely would like to do more Star Citizen content. I'd love to just do more, in general. But yeah, no, I think, I don't know, so I did play with a friend, and like, I don't know. Yeah. Sorry. I always felt like, you know, like playing with a friend, recording it would be really cool, really awesome. I also felt like it was coming from maybe the wrong mindset of just like, I need content, help me with content! And, but no, he's totally willing to do it, so it's not going to be coming from that. Purely, consensual Star Citizen content. And there I get shot. Oh, you know what? It's actually really, great. Somehow, this med pen, I am rapidly clicking left mouse, believe it or not, to, have it, equip. Then it turns out that it was actually empty. Because usually the med pens drop when they're empty, which makes sense. You know, you might have thought that was just sort of a litter bug thing, a strange litter bug thing, but that makes a lot of sense, actually. Also, because it's, I don't know. You know, maybe that was like, maybe that in particular was a little bit too much damage to have taken from that short burst. But you know, like this thing, for one, this is loads better, because if you died in a bunker, it was just out of nowhere, like maybe... It was out of nowhere, and just all of a sudden, maybe they took a shot, or it looked like they took a shot. Maybe you went down, and then you heard gunfire, you know? And then they were also, like, looking in 3 different directions. And there we got the injury. Oh, and my charge didn't work for some reason. The ballerina twirl. Oh, and then I run... Oh, right, because I think I'm out of med pens. And, so I have to... go here, equip it, get out of the thing, and then hit myself. Oh, dude. If I had the med gun... Because I stopped using the med gun, because it was after this point that I realized it actually worked. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll save the next part... I think I'll save the next part of this for another video, because content, and because I know this is gonna finish off like right when I finish this last dude off, so I'll just do my intro now, I guess. But yeah, it's been good. Hoping for more Star Citizen stuff. Game's not necessarily in a super playable state. You can get lucky, but, you know, hopefully more stability will come, when, you know, and especially get excited for the post 4.0 stuff. But yeah, until next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.